Adele and Sarah here with the Stormy Willow Paranormal podcast. We had the privilege of hosting our first ever documented paranormal investigation. We packed our bags, matching jackets, and ghost hunting equipment and headed to the Queen City, Cincinnati, Ohio to check out the historic Flatiron Building. This beautiful building is located in the business district of Cincinnati.
The Flatiron Building is the headquarters for Directions Inc., which is a collective of insights brands offering an industry-leading suite of quantitative, qualitative, and management consulting solutions. Oh, and by the way, they are my amazing employer. My adventurous colleagues have experienced very eerie things, such as sounds of children running down the hall, an apparition in the bathroom on the third floor, lights flickering in the stairwell, and perhaps even a mysterious case of ectoplasm that appeared on an office wall.
These instinctive employees, along with Adele, want answers. Is this just a case of explained phenomena, or is the Flatiron a shared working space for this dimension and beyond? The original structure was built in 1900 by the Pittsburgh Plate Glass Company. They opened for operation in May 1901. A mysterious fire erupted on August 3, 1903 that consumed the structure. There were no reported deaths or causes for the fire. The Pittsburgh Plate Glass Company rebuilt a new structure on the site. The buildings, often skyscrapers, came to be known as flatirons because their triangular shape closely resembled the flat triangular shape of irons used in the 19th and 20th centuries. Other things going on in history that may be the source for some unrest include flooding in 1884 and riots around that same time. Could our coworkers from the other dimension be victims of these catastrophic events?
The day before the investigation, we took a building tour with Beth, starting from the top and working our way down to the sub-basement.
We used electromagnetic field detectors, also known as EMFs, to get a baseline sweep of the building, along with Sarah's handy-dandy notebook for documentation. The initial sweep yielded high EMF readings. We believe this was due to electrical devices such as printers, free vending machines, hello, I love you directions, and overhead lights.
Also, the employees of floors 5 and 6 indicated there was no known activity.
Have you seen any ghosts in here?
Not five.
On floor 4, there has been a report of what sounds like a little boy running up and down the hallways. When employees look for the source, there is no child present.
Also, as if the building sensed the arrival of Stormy Willow, Mike reported a mysterious black substance materializing on the walls of his office with absolutely no explanation. We believe it could be ectoplasm, but it's most likely just bricks doing what bricks do. Results are forthcoming.
We also confirmed EMF readings just like the previous floors from the same sources. On floor 3, we noted that there were exposed wires from elevator maintenance emitting high EMF readings on each floor.
Also, in the women's restroom, there was a report of a female apparition appearing in the mirror as an employee washed her hands. We closely inspected the mirror and noticed no scratches or wear that would cause a distorted reflection.
We also noted high EMF readings in the adjacent men's bathroom and linked a source to those free vending machines on the other side of the wall and exposed meters and pipes in the utility room between the women's and men's restrooms.
An employee also mentioned light interference on the stairs of the third floor, which is located behind the women's restroom. Perhaps this entire area of the third floor is linked. Floor 2, now used as storage, was significant as both the foundation of Directions Inc., as well as the location of the huge explosion in 1903 that engulfed the building in flames. The irony of mantras such as, "the fire is catching," is not lost on us.
We finally ended our tour in the creepy sub-basement. Underground and away from many electrical devices, this was the only location in which we captured very low EMF.
We then entered the oh-so-spooky coal room, where we captured no EMF spikes, but we knew it would be a fan favorite with our volunteers, so definitely wanted to take the crew down.
Also directions, this would make a lovely speakeasy. Perhaps Stormy Willow spirits? TM, 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 TM.
The investigation begins. The 6 p.m. crew arrived and filled up on pizza and excitement. We had 2 EMF detectors, 1 set of dowsing rods, 3 night vision cameras, 1 digital voice recorder, and 1 spirit box. We let our volunteers choose whichever device called to them. With there still being a bit of daylight, we decided to begin our investigation in the pitch darkness of the sub-basement.
We're going in the sub-basement.
Starting
Once in the sub-basement, the crew began splitting and exploring.
Judging like where they hang out, but it is creepy. Spirits, if you are here, ding Eric's.
I know, right? Wouldn't it be amazing if it was get out?
Andy took to the dowsing rods, having used them before to locate water sources. He demonstrated how to use them and then handed them over to Abby. Sarah, Andy, and Abby began a session with the rods.
They are moving. Can you move it back to a neutral position for us?
Kimmy and Janie joined as well as Stacy and Eric.
If you don't like it here, make the rods go separate. You don't like it here? Oh, I'm sorry. Can you go back to neutral so we can ask you another question?
We captured some interactions with questions and dowsing rod responses. Upon reviewing our evidence, we noticed what sounds like a scream, which no one heard in real time.
Can you go back to neutral so we can ask you another question?
Some of the crew tried making further contact with the dowsing rods with no success, so the team decided to move into the coal room and start another dowsing rod session.
Those rods in an X for me.
While it seemed like there was some attempt at communication, the team decided to add the spirit box to see if that made communication easier.
Hey.
I thought I heard the James.
James? Is your name James?
Investigators thought they heard the name James through the spirit box. Upon investigation, we believe it says, "It's okay." What do you hear?
After a refresh and some new crew members joined, we began investigating the third floor ladies' room, where an apparition in the mirror had been reported.
Can you cross the rods if you were here when this building burned in 1903? Were you here when that happened, when this building burned down? Do you know about that at all?
Oh,
No? Okay. Well, thank you.
Wow.
Thank you very much. Back to neutral.
Were you here long before the 1900s? If yes, could you cross the rods? Thank you.
Thank you. Were you here on the Underground Railroad? Can you cross those for me? Did you come here then?
What? Where was there an Underground Railroad here?
There was, from Kentucky.
Here?
Not in this actual building, just
Oh.
here in general.
I mean,
We're trying to figure out if maybe it was the land
Okay.
that could have some issues. Are you here because you have unfinished business? Or do you just not know where you are?
seems like a double yes.
Are you scared? Very good. Can you cross these rods for me if you're here alone? Are you here by yourself? Back to neutral. You're doing so great. Thank you so much for communicating with us. I know this is not easy, and you're doing amazing.
The team split off into two smaller groups to investigate other areas of the third floor.
One small group remained in the women's bathroom on the third floor and continued to receive rather intelligent responses using the dowsing rods.
Do you prefer being in here alone? Cross the rods for a yes. We're having a ghostly session.
Can we ask you some more questions? If yes, cross the rods or go red.
Do we have an EMF reader out?
I do.
Okay. Go top. Would you like to make your presence known? Just feel free to move those rods whenever you'd like. Hey. We're seeing a little movement. That's what I like to see. Hi. Do you feel comfortable with like this amount of people? You can keep those rods crossed or go back to like a neutral position. Really is up to you. Sorry, I'm trying to get a good angle. If you'd like us to leave, move the rods back the other way. If you'd like us to stay, keep them crossed. Can you move back to a neutral position? Great. Do you like our presence? Do you feel welcomed? You can move those back across each other if you'd like. Oh, my arm gets real tired. If you'd like us to leave, cross the rods. If you'd like us to stay, move the rods back. You'd like us to leave?
Oh, leave is crossed.
Yeah. So you'd like us to leave?
If you like us to leave, go in the opposite direction with the wand.
Just to double check.
Thank you.
That's all good.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I grab it.
A group tried a dowsing rod session on the level 3 stairs where reports of unexplained lights flickering had been reported. The only potential communication we received were the dowsing rods pointing to the location of the ladies' room, where a small session had just concluded. Was the spirit indicating where it currently was? Armed with all of our equipment, we decided to start off the 4th floor investigation with the spirit box and dowsing rods as one large group.
All right. Anybody here with us? Anybody here with us? Think these rods go? Yeah. Thank you.
Should I also use the spirit box?
Yeah, go for it. Thank you so much for communicating with us. Okay, go back to neutral for me. Go back to neutral. Thank you so much.
It takes a little time for the presence to adjust to our communication methods.
Are you lost? Can you go back to neutral? Thank you so much. Thank you.
Are you here in peace? Are you here in peace? I think I heard definitely.
Oh, wait, I was a little lost there.
I think I heard definitely on the spirit box. Really?
The crew thinks they hear something on the spirit box. Do you hear it?
Are you here in peace?
A little lost there.
I think I heard definitely.
Lost if you're a male, widen if you're a female. You're doing great. Take your time. If it's a female. Thank you. Can you go back to neutral for us? Thank you for answering our question.
Have you been here a long time?
Neutral.
After a bit of question and answers, it seems like the presence is getting the hang of communicating with us.
For me, or can you make these two devices turn red? One's red. Thank you. Thank you. It looks like you're trying to cross here. So I feel like you've been here for a long time. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Are you looking for someone? If yes, cross.
When asked if they are looking for someone, the dowsing rods slowly start to cross and the EMF detector goes red.
You are. Thank you so much for that answer. Can you go back to neutral so we can ask another question? Thank you very much. Do you pray? Cross if you do, widen if you don't. Do you like the people who work here?
I heard a recording on the spirit box.
Cross if you do, widen if you don't. We are. You do. I like the people that work here too. Do you like when you're here alone? If you do, can you cross? Do you like being in this office alone? Cross. If not, widen. You're giving me a lot of energy here and here and here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. The team naturally split in two, with one group continuing spirit box sessions and the other investigating the mysterious substance on the brick walls. Rabbit, are you here by yourself on this floor? Sarah, Sid, and Scott used the spirit box to try to make further contact. Unfortunately, this group did not have a camera rolling due to low battery at the time, but they did capture the name Rabbit, which is vocalized again later and captured on camera.
Joe Biden?
Do you know what year it is?
The president.
I'm very impressed, Rabbit.
Yeah.
Rabbit, this is a beautiful view. Rabbit, thank you for walking and talking with us.
It's really pleasant.
It's very peaceful here, Rabbit. Rabbit, can you tell what this is a picture of right here? I'm going to shine my light. Do you know what this is, Rabbit? Rabbit, do you know what this is? Okay.
Yeah.
What about this? Do you know what this is, Rabbit?
I heard F.
I heard F too. Thank you, Rabbit.
F for fish.
Rabbit, I know this takes a lot of energy and it's really weird. I just really appreciate you talking with us. Down?
Down? Do you know about the guy downstairs? If James was his name?
Do you know James Rabbit?
This team then enters the Voodoo Lounge for a more comfortable session, inviting Rabbit to sit with them.
Without you, baby?
Rabbit, are you tired? Are you trying to tell us goodnight? Don't go away. We can stay with you.
You're what? What are we? Just a killer? Sid?
Did it say Sid?
I swear to God it said Sid.
Rabbit uses the spirit box, calling one of the crew members Sid by name.
Sid? That's my
Rabbit, do you like Sid?
Oh my god.
Rabbit,
That's
that
my
was
name.
so awesome.
Rabbit, you are truly incredible.
Rabbit, I'm gonna cry. That was so cool.
While the other team was catching some great communication through the spirit box, some of us were drawn to the mysterious substance. Was it natural or supernatural? We then went into a corner office space for a dowsing rod session while the other team did their spirit box session in the Voodoo Lounge. Is there anybody here with us? If there is, can you please cross the rods?
Red. Oops.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, I keep bumping with you. Alright, thank you. Can you please put the rods back to straight? Continue asking questions. Oh wow, they're crossing even more. Do you know any of the people in this room? Can you straighten them out? As a yes?
You could also show red on this device.
Nothing on that one.
Can you go back to straight? Thank you.
Can you point the rods at who just said that? The rods slowly point at Kimmy, who had just asked the question. Thank you.
There's Judy. Have you seen Judy before? Where's Judy?
Can you point to Judy? Thank you. That's Judy.
Can you straighten them out? If you're male, cross or go red.
There it went. They both went. Oh, we have a male ghost. Do we?
That's crossing. Yep.
Thank you.
Wow.
Wow.
Both those went red.
Is there
Can
more
you
than-
go back to normal?
Is there more than one ghost here?
Can you separate the rods if there's more than one ghost here? Or sorry, more than one presence, if you prefer.
Or go red? Okay.
Alright, thank you. Can you just put those back separate so we can start a new line of questioning? Just to make sure we understand your answers.
There we go.
Thank you. Do you stay on this floor? If you do, can you cross the rods?
Now, are you an adult? Can you cross the rods? It's the boy.
That makes sense, right?
Oh,
Are you a little boy?
Go on red.
Thank you.
Do you wear a hat? If you do, go red.
Red.
Can you straighten?
oh, there's somebody new. Found somebody new pointing at you guys.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. He's done that to everybody who's walked up to that door, though.
We just had an apparition call Sid by her name. We
Wow.
got it.
You got it on camera?
Yeah.
Can you point to where Sid is?
Red.
Would you like me to enter the room? If that would make it easier for them?
Can you straighten out?
Thank you.
Are you looking for someone in this building? If you are, cross.
you like this building? If yes, please cross. Thank you.
Can you speak your name?
Can you speak anybody else's name in here, in this room?
I went right by you.
Do we want to try the spirit box?
We can try the box. Do we have the voice recorder too?
Right here.
Oh, perfect.
Yes,
Okay,
I
cool.
want you to try the spirit box.
Yeah. Hi. I'm back.
Can you use this device to help us find your name? Do you know our friend Rabbit? Rabbit's on this floor. Tell us your name if you can in the spirit box.
Can you straighten those out and let us confirm if yes, you do know Rabbit? Oh my god! Rabbit? Yes!
Rabbit. It did say rabbit.
Yes, it did. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Rabbit is so cool. What's your? Can you tell us what your name is so we can hang out with you like we do Rabbit?
Devin? I heard Devin, yeah.
Is your name Devin? Can you cross these rods for me if your name is Devin? Can we call you Devin?
I don't know if that's it.
Wow. For $200, I can call you Devin? Is that what you're saying?
You got a jokester in the one. Does your name start with a D? If it starts with a D, can you cross the rods?
You're doing so great. I know it's really awkward. We're coming at you with a lot.
So that's a yes. It starts with a D.
Yes, it starts with a D. Okay.
Thank you.
Maybe you can find something in the spirit box so we can guess your name.
Or we can give you a nickname.
Is your name David?
First time?
Did you say David's bridal?
Oh, yeah, let's see David's bridal.
Is your name David? Can you cross these if your name is David? Or can you make this turn red if your name is David? David?
Now present.
Okay, well, we're going to call you David if that's okay. David and Rabbit.
You must be from Kentucky.
Whoop whoop. Are you from Kentucky?
See?
Oh, there's some red. Judy's back. He knows Judy.
You know Judy?
Yeah.
David, do you know Judy? Okay.
51, is that your age? Are you 51? Were you born in 1951?
1851.
1851? 9? I did hear Hamilton County. Is that a county around here? There's a Hamilton County around here, so. Okay.
In Ohio.
Thank you for your responses. Can you straighten out the rods so we can start a new line of questioning? Thank you.
David, thank you for talking to us. David, have you been here for a long time? Can you cross these rods if you've been here for a very long time? Yeah.
Ancient. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did.
Ancient.
Ancient.
Thank you, David.
Patience. David's a recent name, but I feel like you might be exaggerating. Are you Native American? Kelly. Leader. Neither? Neither or leader. David, can you straighten the rods so we can ask a new question? Thank you.
David, are you getting tired?
Lori? I'm hearing a lot of names. David, were you a settler here? Were you exaggerating when you said ancient? David, were you really old when you passed?
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, David.
Thank you for clearing that up.
David, can you go back to neutral for us? Take your time.
He said, all right.
I totally did, didn't it? You're doing great, David.
With so much communication on the 4th floor, we decided to leave a static camera where the little boy had been heard running in the hall for the remainder of the night. We left some tennis balls as well for him to play with.
Alright, you guys ready to go to the sub basement again?
Cool. Let's go.
You got everybody?
Everybody here now.
Yeah.
As it was getting late, we had a skeleton crew for the last few hours of the investigation. We decided to return to the sub-basement armed with some new faces.
With us, if you're still here with us, can you cross these rods for me? Can you cross them in an X, or anywhere you see green, can you make that light up to red? So if you could just cross these in an X, make any of these green lights turn red. There's also a spirit box going, and you can just channel through to give us the word.
After not getting clear communication in the sub-basement and growing a little tired, we decided to head up to floor 1 and have a sit-down session in the swanky workspace of Seek.
4 minutes. Anybody's here, cross these rods.
At this point in the night, being nearly midnight, it seems that the crew is tired, as well as the spirits, so we decide to wrap it up. During the time that the entire crew was on the lower levels, we captured some unexplained sounds on floor 4. We can confirm this floor was clear and there were no other people in the building at this time besides us.
In summation, here's our evidence. Sub-basement. The scream.
Get back to neutral so we can ask you another question.
None of the crew members responded or even seems to hear it. We are below ground with no outside noise contamination from the street, and the pipes made zero noise, and there again, no one responded to this sound.
Level 3 yielded some impressive interactions with the dowsing rods in both the larger group session as well as a smaller group session. Floor 4 was by far the most active. We encountered interactions through the dowsing rods, and even specific names and words coming through on the spirit box.
Sid?
David?
Now present.
Yeah.
Ancient. Did you hear that?
And unexplained sounds.
So here are our Stormy Willow investigation takeaways. Definitely seems to be a presence in this building.
It doesn't seem to be harmful. It seems rather intelligent as well, and there may be even 2 entities on the 4th floor.
It's connected to the people who work in the building. And just like the living, maybe the spirits on floor 4 have a few work buddies.
A huge thanks to all of you who made this possible and enjoyable.
Remember, Cincinnati, stay safe
Stay curious
and never trust the living.